Right, now this is the interview for British Canoeing. Great day, sun shining, and a bit of competition out there. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, feeling really good. It's nice to be coming into a peak as we prepare for the European Championships. It's been a long time since we've had a race on the calendar. So yeah, really excited, and I'm really enjoying feeling good again because I've been training so hard. We don't get to enjoy the rewards of it all that often. We don't get to freshen up like we have now.
How much have you missed competition?
Yeah, I've really missed the buzz of the competition. It's been hard, but we've been fortunate. We have really good competition kind of within the team, and yeah, certainly through the hard lockdowns, I was living for my Wednesday and Thursday mornings when I knew I was going to be racing against the boys.
How difficult was it for an elite athlete during the lockdown periods? I guess it was worse at the start.
It was really tough at the start when we couldn't paddle at all. I found that very hard. It's easy to feel like we're detraining or falling behind or whatever, and we see it on social media now when other nations, that seems that their restrictions aren't as harsh and they can still train. But then, yeah, since the start of June, we've had our elite athlete exemption to train here, and we've been very fortunate to have that. And it's life hasn't been too different, to be honest. We train so hard. It's not like we can go out to the pub and things like that anyway. So yeah, I mean, especially with the Olympic Games on the calendar, all I wanted to be focused on is training. And actually, it's not a bad environment and a situation for that.
Has the whole sort of COVID thing made you readdress anything? Have you looked at life differently at all?
I think it's made me miss my family is the main thing. I've not been able to get us home so much. Maybe made me realise I didn't visit home enough before as well. So certainly when things ease up and after the Olympic Games, I'll probably make more of an effort to go see my parents, even if it's once a month or something.
One thing I know you did during this period was you led yoga sessions on British Canoeing's Facebook pages. But I also saw you out there today ahead of your run doing a handstand. So tell us about that.
Yeah, the handstand before my run, it's just part of my warm up. It's a really good way for me to focus my mind and to find just a moment of stillness before I go, but it is also requiring strength and balance. And yeah, I mean, it gets more blood flowing to my brain, makes me feel good before I get on the water.
Is the mindfulness type of thing, is that important to you as an athlete or as a person?
Yeah, it's really important to me, the mindfulness side. From the moment I wake up in the morning and I'm doing my preparation at home, I'm thinking a lot about how I'm breathing. I'm thinking about where the weight is in my feet. I have a cold shower first thing. I feel that sensation and get my breath under control. And then yeah, when I'm racing and in the moment before the race, it's about controlling my breath to just try and still the mind, because I want to be in the moment the whole way down.
Interesting to hear you talk about the cold shower. Does it go hot then cold, or is it pure cold shower?
In the morning, just cold.
And is that, I mean, a lot has been written about that in the last few weeks and months or so, about preparing yourself mentally and physically for the day. That's why you're doing it?
Yeah, I mean, for me it's definitely more of a mental thing than a physical thing, especially the days when I really don't want to do it, or on the weekends. In the winter I used to go to a lake, and that was really cold. I broke the ice to get in there a couple of times, and those are the ones when everything in you is telling you you don't need to do this. You could just go back home, get back into a warm bed, or have a warm shower even. Those are the ones when it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm in control. And then when you get out, not only do you have that sense of elation because of the cold, but also it's like, yeah, I mean, I've just done that. Like, I can do anything now, and that's the feeling I like.
And when you go to the lake, is that an open water swim or just a dip?
It's literally just a dip. Yeah, I don't do an open water swim. I just get into the cold water, and yeah, I get my breath under control as quickly as I can, and then between 30 seconds and a minute, it starts to feel really good. It's quite euphoric, and it's nice because it's outside. I watch the trees, I watch the ducks, but never for more than 5 minutes really. You usually come out and skin's red, feel a bit rubbery, but it's really good.
So what about the Europeans then? How challenging is it going to be for you competing again?
It's definitely going to be a challenge to paddle on a different course. We've only paddled Lee Valley now for months, and obviously usually there's a little bit of travelling around. It's not something I'm too concerned about. Ivrea in Italy, where we're going, it's quite big white water, particularly down the bottom half. It's something that in previous years when we've raced there, that's the section of the course I think we find easy because we've got even bigger, pushier white water here. Really excited to paddle on a natural river. It's been a long time since we've done that. Ivrea is one of the few venues that actually is a natural river. That cold mountain water, real rocks. It's just such a nice place. Even the warm up, just paddling up into the town, it's that real Italian, like old school feeling with the old school shutters on the doors and like the washing lines hanging out between the buildings. It's a really cool place.
What's your aims there? Your personal aims?
It's my first race in quite a long time, but there's no reason to not go there and not want to win it. I say it's the same as every race. I never go into a race not wanting to win, so yeah, my aim is to go and win it.
Moving on to the summer, I wonder if over the last, it seems a long time since you were selected, what have your emotions been like with the will it go ahead, won't it go ahead of the games?
Yeah, that early part was the hardest when the games was first, or when it was talk of cancellation or postponement. That was tough. It's what I've been dreaming about since I was 10 years old, and to have achieved it, the dream to be selected to go, and the thought of having it taken away from no fault of my own. That's a tough thing to deal with. When it was postponed, there was some relief. Postponed games much better than the cancelled games. There was then some worry around, will we keep our places? Will we have to race selection again? The year of the selection series, that series went on so long. It's probably taken, sort of joke about it, but seriously, it's probably taken years off my life. Like the stress we had that year, really didn't want to have to go through that again. So yeah, really grateful the program have backed us. And trusted us to perform next year as well.
And it is different because in a normal Olympic year you'd be going out there, you'd know the course pretty much like the back of your hands. How have you managed to replicate that sense of knowing what you're heading into?
So we're lucky we made the most of, there were 5 weeks available to us at the end of 2019. We were one of the few nations actually to take up that whole training period. And I have all the video from that training camp. We've tried to replicate one of the most difficult sections there on our course here. We'll have to see when we get back out there if that's paid off. There might be some changes to the channel out there when we next go out. We're looking at the moment like we're going to fly at the end of June and actually have the whole of July. I think we've got 19 days of training before the race, which that's plenty of time to we learn every single wave, every feature of that course.
Brilliant. So how are you feeling then now, thinking about the Olympic Games?
I'm really excited. Particularly now, we're starting to get into spring. My training's easing off. It's more about sharpness and quality. Just daring to dream really. Why not? Absolutely, I can win it if I have a good day. So we've just got to do everything we can, put myself in the best place, and just go for it.
Brilliant. That's great, Adam. Thank
Cool.
you very much. Thank you for your time.
All right.
That was lovely.